He's a seagull.
Now there is one other big-ticket item to talk about, and it concerns the lakes and water bodies in Eagan that are part of our quality of life.
Most people really value the aesthetics of having lakes around, of walking around the lakes in Eagan. Many cities don't have so many water bodies or parks around water or lakes that are managed for access. So we are pretty lucky here in Eagan.
There is a challenge to Eagan's water bodies. Currently, regulators list 4 lakes in Eagan as impaired: Carlson, Fitz, Holtz, and LeMay, because of excessive phosphorus levels. Phosphorus causes algae to grow, and too much algae restricts the ability to use the lakes. Just ask specialist Jessie Cayley, who sees the impact on Eagan lakes.
Plants and algae are natural things to have in lakes, especially shallow lakes in this ecoregion. We have a problem when we start getting excessive plants and algae, and so that's one of the things that we're hoping to improve.
Eagan's required under the Federal Clean Water Act to formulate and initiate management plans for any water body deemed to be impaired. We're not alone. Currently, there are more than 4,000 impaired lakes and river segments in Minnesota. To avoid flooding in Eagan, the city has 221 miles of storm sewers interconnected with lakes and ponding areas to take that runoff. But when debris and contaminants from our parking lots and homes and businesses drain into storm sewers, it degrades lake water quality.
What you do on your own lawn and your own street, it all flows downstream to a lake or a pond. And not just that, eventually it goes out into the Minnesota River, goes into the Mississippi, and all the way downstream to the Gulf of Mexico.
Eagan is going to have to spend more money to manage the lakes and install preventative measures that keep the contaminants out and allow them to drain more naturally into soils and not water bodies.
It takes pretty intensive projects because we want to be careful about what we're doing. We want to know that it works.
The good news is, utilizing grants since 2008 totaling nearly $450,000, we now know what works. Since 2008, the city, along with the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency, have developed improved identification, treatment, and prevention plans. Fish Lake, one of the first in Eagan to be labeled impaired, is now off the list because of improvements there.
We have seen positive changes in Fish Lake. The phosphorus readings and the clarity have been improving since the alum dosing station was installed. So we feel like that's a good solution for the nutrient problem on Fish Lake. There's a lot of other lakes still to figure out.
However, to remove contaminants from other lakes and get them off the list, and to make improvements before more lakes are impacted, it means that one portion of your utility bill, the storm drainage fee, is going up 66% to address these water quality and water clarity issues. That sounds like a lot. Actually, for the average household that uses 20,000 gallons of water per quarter, your total utility bill is going up $11 per quarter. With the increase, we will still be quite low, and Eagan residents know that they are doing the responsible thing in protecting and improving water resources over the next 20 years, so your kids and grandkids can still fish and boat and enjoy what makes Eagan special.